It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. This drive at their own 25. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Aller. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and get...
Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure coming. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He unleashes a long one. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field.
Let's go!
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They put the first points on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
To the air. It's Lagway. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Power football with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. That's caught. It's ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Makes a connection. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Gain of 18.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Going to the ground. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pena. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room. It's Allen. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
At the 45 on its way. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. He's looking downfield to throw. Setting up the screen on 4th down. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got a man, it's Wilson. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too...
There he goes! Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I think this quarterback needs to do a better job incorporating the hard count. That was third and inches. If you use the hard count, you get him off sides. Now you get a first down regardless of whether you get sacked or not. Think about changing up the snap count a little bit to slow down this pass rush.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ball. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Florida! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Aller. Going for the big play. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Pena. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take... back, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the 1st half. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. To throw, it's Lagway. He's going to fire deep. Snags it down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sturdivant. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they
gashing the knee on the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. That's caught. It's Sturdivant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he's snowed under.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They booted away. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Nice move to pick up yardage. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
21.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. It's complete on the right side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll... drive at their own 25. Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Canes will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket. It's a fumble!
And he gets back on top of it and a first disaster.
What a lucky break for the runner. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumble in the first place.
Second down, he'll throw it. He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
On the play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Reads it, fires complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's back. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff from the gun. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Come on, set.
Off play action. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's back. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Let's go.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Hurricanes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you've got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can...
Turning it on! And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. You don't see that much. Complete the pass and still end up getting stuck with a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's back. Throwing right. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Under fire. Got his man quickly. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moore to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch inside the 25. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Back to pass, it's back. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's second and long.
Here we go.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Flying out to the left. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's back. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds a man on the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Working on the right. Here he goes. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got some room, it was over.
In the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
23.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to...
It's a fumble on the play. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll leave it with him. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's back. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rollout.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Here's a hit. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's Whittington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Benson. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Strong, firm tackle.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their...
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And he'll be brought down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
To the air, it's Beck. Makes the catch, it's Daniels. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Canes are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the opening.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
A great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much.
Continues to fight for yards. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Gets it out fast. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's taking the shot. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. A first down run on the doorstep. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And as the ball bounces out of bounds, no dice on the onside kick attempt. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This offense has it with really good field position. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Finds the tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Moore will throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Salt enter word, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
Set to kick off.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used...
Looking deep down the right side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
37.
It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it, and the offense should be able to run out the clock. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team